Okay, peace. What's up, everyone? Enzo Reacts back here. We're back on the channel with the pizza reviews. So the last video you watched, we did a wing machine, which wasn't great. So this one's called DOVA, all capital letters, DOVA, DOVA restaurant. I think it's only been open since 2020, so it's like 2 years. Sicilian, Mediterranean style food. The sister restaurant of Ardo. In terms of pricing, it's definitely more up there. I mean, the entrees are anywhere from like the low 20s to high 20s. The pizzas itself, they range from, I would say, $21 to $22 on average. And again, they only have pre-made, like prefixed pizzas on the menu. So we're gonna have to choose one that's kind of the closest to Canadian pizza. So we're gonna go check it out. I think it's gonna be another Neapolitan style pizza. It's actually on Carlton Street, which is still a major street, but it's just like off the main downtown. Enzo Reacts back here, so we're back. I got the Leonardo. So this one is pretty simple. It's just tomato sauce, fior di latte, and salami, Italian salami. So it's pretty simple. So it's actually pretty expensive though, man. This pizza came out to like $22 Canadian flat, which is quite a bit. I mean, but it's also a wood-fired oven. It's a pretty nice Italian restaurant. So plain white box, 12-inch recyclable box. It looks like a plain white box, nothing to it, but it's got the little sticker there, which is nice. It's 12-inch pizza. Damn, this looks good actually, man. Looks like a standard Neapolitan crust, nothing crazy. Mozzarella on there, little pepperoni. Surprisingly pretty wide as well for what it is, so. It wasn't cut too well actually, it's hard to get apart here. There's a little bit of pull there, not too much, but a little bit. Yeah, it's got some classic flop to it, no base to it. Oh, not bad actually. Got some dark marks in there. A lot of semolina. Let's go. So I had to leave the alleyway just because there's a guy kind of sat down and started smoking a cigarette, kind of a little bit farther down from me, so it's kind of awkward. So I'm gonna start with the crust. This is very standard Neapolitan, but a very good rendition. It's actually got some little crisp to the back of it. So just a little bite to the back, which is good. I'd say the bottom could be cooked a bit more is the one thing. You got that dark marks on it, but it's still a little bit soft to the touch. And the front end, just because of all the oil, kind of gets a bit soggy on the front. Neapolitans, I know they tend to taste similar, but this one just has a very rustic flavor. Good salt in there. It's not too thick. Chewier Neapolitan. It's actually chewier than Familia's crust was. But it's such a good flavor. I don't really mind the chew too much, and it's really light crust. Cheese is pretty good. You can see got some good bake marks on there. It's got just the very standard, just milky flavor. It's a fior di latte, so similar to mozzarella. Very natural. Good quality cheese. I don't think there was much cheese pull to it just because it had been sitting for a little bit longer. So I did reheat a couple slices just to give it that benefit of the doubt, and it does pull. So I'm going to say the cheese is pretty good quality and there was a good pull to it. I think there just could be a bit more overall on the pizza. The tomato sauce, it's a little bit not dispersed completely throughout the pizza. I think there's some parts where it's definitely missing, or maybe it's just too light of a sauce. It just doesn't quite coat the entire pizza, but it's classic, San Marzano tomatoes. Very good, just strong tomato flavor. Not too much other things added. It's not, it's not overly salty. You don't really taste too much herbs in there, but it's just kind of a solid, very strong tomato base flavor to it. It's just slightly, I would say, just slightly dry almost, the sauce. This is the best pepperoni / salami I've ever had actually on a pizza so far. That crisp on it, really good. It's kind of smaller sizes of pepperoni, which obviously makes it easier to get that crust, the crisp. Some grease coming from that pepperoni, that salami, but almost like a smoky flavor to it. A little bit salty, strong pork flavor as well. It's very strong, honestly, the pepperoni. It's a great flavor. I mean, it really is. Maybe just like a tiny bit more would have been just perfect amount. I think it was just slightly light on it, but because they're so strong, I mean, maybe much more would overpower it. I'm not sure, but I think visually this is probably the best looking pizza we've had on the channel. The only thing that could really make it that much better is just kind of cooking it a bit more maybe on the bottom. Maybe excess olive oil added to the top. Just a bit more cheese, a bit more tomato sauce to really bring it up to the next level. And for them to make this flavorful of a pizza with just the basic ingredients really speaks to the the quality of the ingredients. If you really want to have just a nice Neapolitan traditional pizza, I think DOVA is the spot to go to right now. This is so light, man, which is good. I do like light pizza. This is so light, like I could crush 2 of these easy. But yeah, I think for 22, it's just slightly up there. I know the quality of the ingredients is high in the restaurant, you know, the ambiance, especially if you're eating it in there. You're paying for that too, but actually the best pizza we've had on the entire channel so far. So yeah, DOVA, I'm gonna give you a 7.5. DOVA 7.5 out of 10. Very good, clean flavors. Definitely check it out if you're in the area. You know, it looks like a really nice restaurant inside. The atmosphere is really nice. Even if you're not in the Cabbagetown area, I think it's worth traveling up over here to go check it out. So far, I'm gonna take DOVA just slightly over Familia, which you can go check the link for Familia, which we did. It's a nearby Italian restaurant as well. Their pizza is also good, also Neapolitan. This one just slightly better, and just the flavors overall, it's cooked better. But yeah, the Familia is still good too, so I would definitely check out Familia as well. It's more of a cost affordable option as well if you're gonna go eat at a restaurant for pizza. Definitely check out DOVA for sure. Let's go. Enzo Reacts.